Hey guys, this is Abhishek from GarageStreet.com, and today we are going to do the unboxing and full review of UMI S1. Here we have the device with us with the full packaging, and the packaging looks pretty sleek. It is a kind of a good packaging which we have seen, and if we open the package, we have this booklet which actually tells you about the features of the UMI S1. So it has 1 GB of RAM, 8 GB of internal memory. You have 8 megapixel of camera at the back with an autofocus camera, and these are some of the features highlighted. And if we open this flap again, we have the specifications of the device mentioned that it runs Android 4.2 out of the box. The thickness of the device is 9.3 mm, which is again pretty good. You have 5-inch of high definition display on this device, which is 1280 into 720p display, and it is an IPS LCD display. The pixel density is 326. You have 8 GB of internal memory, 1 GB of RAM, and you do have support for micro SD memory card. The 32 GB micro SD memory card will be supported on this device. You have the front camera, which is a 2 megapixel camera, which is capable of doing high definition video chat on this device. You have 8 megapixel of autofocus back camera. You have 3G Wi-Fi connectivity. You have GPS. Google Now is also supported on this device. You have these sensors listed over here, as you can see. You have Bluetooth 3.0. These are the multimedia formats supported, and the battery on the device is 2500 mAh, not this one. You have the 3.5mm audio jack over here. The device comes in white and black color. Right now we have the black variant, and it is a dual SIM phone. So this is how the package looks like, very simple and sleek. Here we have the device. We have the micro USB cable, which is a white color cable and very much looks like the iPhone cable, as you can see. And you have a charger which is again very much similar to the iPhone charger which we have seen. And if we talk about the current rating of this charger, the charger gives an output current of around 1000 milliampere. I don't know whether you can see it or not. And here we have the device. This is how the UMI S1 looks like, and we will take a look later at the device. We have some screen protectors as well which come within the package, as you can see. So you have one screen protector which comes within the package, which you can apply on the UMI S1, and there is one which comes pre-installed on the device, as you can see. So you have a screen protector which comes pre-installed on the device right out of the box, and you have an additional screen protector which you can use later on. So these are all the things which come within the package. Let's start the review now. Now here we have the UMI S1 device with us, and this device, in terms of the look and feel and in terms of the design, it is very much similar to the HTC Butterfly, if you have seen it. So now this is how the UMI S1 looks like, and at the bottom you have the micro USB port for data syncing and charging. Here you have a primary mic for voice calling. On the left side we have nothing, no ports. And this looks like a speaker mesh over here, which is not a speaker mesh. It is actually for the design only. The speaker is actually at the bottom, at the back side at the bottom. So you have the loudspeaker over here. On the back you have the 8 megapixel camera with LED flash, and you have a hole which is a secondary mic for noise cancellation and video chat. On the top you have the 3.5mm audio jack. Here you have the power and sleep key. On this side you have the volume rocker, which is again very much similar to the one which we have seen on HTC Butterfly. Front you have a 5-inch of IPS LCD display. The resolution is 720 into 1280, so it has a high definition display. On the top, on the front, you have the earpiece, which again looks fairly good in terms of the overall design. You have the front camera over here, which is a 2 megapixel camera, and you have the proximity sensors over here. At the bottom on the front you have the touch capacitive buttons within the body of the phone, not within the display. And let me just remove the back cover of the phone to show you the phone from the back side. So once we remove the back cover, we have got a 2500 milliampere hour battery, and here you see the SIM card slots. So the SIM card slot are again for the normal size SIM card. Here we have the SIM card slot 1, SIM card slot 2, and you have a micro SD memory card slot over here, in which you can use a 32 GB micro SD memory card maximum. Now as far as the physical design of the UMI S1 is concerned, it is again very much inherited from HTC Butterfly, but it is not exactly the same. The back cover on the device is a matte finish back cover, which again will not attract the fingerprints and scratches very easily, and again gives you a nice grip when you hold the device in one hand. And the device is fairly portable in terms of the weight. If we talk about, this is not a very big device in terms of the size, as well as in terms of the weight, it is not very heavy. In terms of the build quality, this device is fairly good, very much comparable to the other high-end Android phones which are out there, which are available at a much higher price point. So this is how the lock screen look like for the device, and the lock screen allows you to have more widgets because this device is actually running Android 4.2, so you can have different widgets and shortcuts to different applications directly on the lock screen. And in case you want to unlock it, you just need to drag this icon over here and you will be able to unlock it. And this is how the home screen look like, and the home screen is pretty good in terms of the overall display. As you can see, if I take a closer look over the display, I do not notice any kind of pixelation on this display, and the viewing angles for the display are quite wide. As you can see, there is no problem with the viewing angles of the display. As far as home screens are concerned, you get 5 home screens which you cannot increase or decrease. As you can see, check out which version of Android this device is running. So it seems to be running 4.2, and let me just find out the exact version of it. And we find that the version of Android is 4.2.1, which is the latest version as of now. And if we take a look over the storage on this device, so this is how the storage scenario look like. And as you can see, the device has reserved around 0.98 GB part of the internal phone memory for the application, so you can install applications over here. And then you have 5.5 GB available for the user, where you can install application, you can store pictures and videos and other data. And again, you have the option to select the preferred install location. So when you insert an SD card inside the device, you can install the application directly on the SD card as well, and you can also move the apps to the SD card. If we take a look over the hardware information of this device, you have the model number which is mentioned as UMI S1, and the processor which we have on this device is ARM V7 processor, and again it is a MediaTek MT6589 chipset, as you can see. And if we take a look over the resolution, so you have effective resolution 720x1280, and the GPU on the device is again PowerVR SGX 544MP, as you can see. And if we take a look over the sensors, so these are the sensors which you get on this device, which is a 3-axis accelerometer sensor, proximity and light sensor. And under display, we do see that this device supports automatic brightness, and apart from this, it also supports some of the features of Android 4.2 like Daydream, which is a kind of a screensaver. And you have different themes which you can apply on this device, different color themes, as you can see. When it comes to the wallpaper support, this device supports static wallpapers, live wallpapers, as well as it also supports video wallpaper in case you want to apply. When it comes to the audio enhancement option, you do have an audio enhancement option over here, which will actually enhance the overall sound quality through the headphones. Have 1 GB of RAM on this device, and the free amount of RAM which you get on the device is 492 MB, as you can see, which is equally good for installing more applications and games in case you want to add more applications. And you also get the option of sharing the internet from this device by creating a Wi-Fi hotspot. You can also share the internet using the USB cable which comes within the package with the PC. You also have support for Bluetooth tethering on this device. As far as the pre-installed application which you get on this device, you get a file manager pre-installed. You also get FM radio on this device. You have a clock which can be a kind of a digital or analog clock, which again is a part of Android 4.2. And you get OOBE, which allows you to set up the device in case you missed anything with the setup of the device when you have done that. You also have a quick start guide which tells you about the basic features of the phone. And also you have this application called wireless input device, which will allow you to connect a Bluetooth keyboard with this device. The interface which we see on this device is almost stock Android. There are very little amount of customization which they have done, especially this button which you can get rid of in case you want to use the Nova launcher kind of an application which will replace this one. And application looks like, and again it is stock Android, as you can see, and the keyboard is very much stock Android. It does not support continuous input, but the 5-inch display of this device does not cause any problem when it comes to typing on this device. The keys on the keyboard are pretty big and very nicely spaced out, so there is no problem as far as the typing is concerned on this device. When it comes to the phone dialer, it is again very much stock Android, and you also get the option of making a video call directly from the phone dialer, as you can see. As So as you can see, the browser has almost loaded our website, and let me just stop the loading now. And as you can see, it has loaded the website in the mobile phone format, and again the full screen browsing experience is available on this device. As you can notice right now, the address bar automatically hides itself when you do the kinetic scrolling, and there is no problem with the kinetic scrolling. Pinch to zoom works quite fluid, there is no problem at all. As far as the rendering of the text is concerned, I do not notice any kind of pixelation. It is quite precise and crisp. And if we talk about double tap to zoom is quite fluid, there is no problem. And let me just do some panning. Panning is also pretty okay, there is no lag in the panning as well. Let me just try playing a YouTube video which is embedded on a web page into the browser. So if we change the orientation in which we are holding the device, it does take like 1 second to rotate the display, and it does it quite quickly after first time. And the video is right now playing, and so you can play videos within the browser. So the Antutu score which we have got on this device is 13571, and which is quite impressive for a budget device like this. And let me just show you the detailed scores as well. And this is how the detailed scores look like, as you can see. And the CPU and RAM both have scored pretty well in this particular test on it. So comparing it with other devices, this device fairly ranks well as compared to the other devices which we see in the market. It is just below Samsung Galaxy S3, and it is above Google Nexus 10. The Ninamark score for this device is again fairly good. You have 47.6 FPS, which is fairly good for a device like this, which comes for a price of around 12,000 rupees. And you can play most of the graphic intensive games on this device, including Dead Trigger, Frontline Commando, Need for Speed, which we have played on this device. Asphalt 7 will also run, and you can easily play the casual games like Subway Surfer, Temple Run 2, Temple Run OZ, this device. Total score for the quadrant standard on this device is 4028, as you can see, and this is how the detailed score look like for the CPU, memory, input, output, 2D and 3D. And this score is pretty good for a device like this, which is a budget Android phone. And now this is how the camera UI looks like. And if we actually take a look over the camera UI options, you have the HDR mode supported on this device, you have the beautification mode supported, you can also take photos with the panorama effect. And if we actually take a look over the settings over here, when it comes to the photo settings, the maximum megapixel photo which you can capture from this device is a 12 megapixel photo, although the device has an 8 megapixel camera. And under the video settings, we find 4 kind of resolution which we can select for the video. Fine here means a 1080p video, whereas the high means 720p video. So you can record the videos at both 720p as well as at 1080p on this device using the back camera. You also have continuous shot supported. You can take maximum 99 shots on this device using the burst mode. When it comes to the camera shutter speed, the camera shutter is pretty quick to take photos. So the camera UI does have the feature of tap to focus. Let me just take a photo right now. So this is how the photo looks like, and the quality of this photo is pretty good. This photo has been again taken in indoor light in a room, and the photo comes out to be pretty good in terms of the colors. As well as if we talk about the details of this photo are pretty crisp and clear. There is a kind of a noise which I notice when I zoom the photo to a great extent, but at normal levels the photo looks pretty good in terms of the colors as well as in terms of the details. When it comes to the multi-touch support, this device supports 3 touch point maximum. So right now I'm playing Temple Run OZ to show you the overall performance of the device when it comes to the casual gaming. So the sensors on the device are working pretty well. The touchscreen is also pretty responsive to the finger touch, and the draw distance for the game is also pretty good, if not very high. There is no problem with the playback of the game till now. I did not experience any kind of lag in the graphics. Let me just check the gravity sensor on this device now. So the gravity sensor is also working pretty nice. So as you can see, we are right now playing high definition videos using the YouTube application on this device, and I do not notice any kind of problem as far as the video playback is concerned on this device. So this video is right now playing in high definition format, as you can see over here, because of the resolution which is high definition on this display on this device. And this is how the video looks like as far as the viewing angles are concerned. The viewing angles are quite wide on this device when it comes to YouTube video playback. And let me just turn on the volume to the full.
Europe and in other countries, it may come to India also very soon, but that will take some time.
So as you have heard that the loudspeaker is also quite loud when it comes to playing videos on this device. When it comes to the high definition video playback, this device does support playing high definition videos both at 720p and 1080p, and there is no issue with that. Let me just do a demo call to show you the quality of the sound which comes out from this device when you do a call. And let me just turn on the loudspeaker.
Namaste. A very warm welcome to Airtel 121 Gold Care.
So as you have heard, the quality of the sound, the overall loudness of the sound which comes out from the loudspeaker on this device is pretty loud and clear as well. And the sound which comes out from the earpiece over here, because the earpiece is pretty big, so there is no problem which we faced. We did not face any problem as far as the clarity of the sound or the volume of sound which comes out from the loudspeaker. Device can also be used for navigation, and it can support navigation by use of assisted GPS. And before you can actually start using GPS on this device, make sure that you check both of these options, as well as you need to check over here that the GPS EPO systems and the assisted GPS is turned on. As far as OTG support is concerned on this device, if we try connecting a flash drive like this with an OTG cable onto the device, we are not able to access the contents of the flash drive onto this device, so OTG is not supported on UMI S1. When it comes to LED notifications, you do not have LED on this device for notifications. Battery life of the UMI S1 is pretty good. It will last for you for around 1 day if you are a moderate user. If you are a heavy user, it will last little bit less than 1 day. It will basically lasted for us around 16 to 17 hours during our review. That's all from us as far as the quick hands-on review of the UMI S1 is concerned. This is a pretty decent device which comes at a very nice price point of around 12,000 rupees, and you get a kind of a device which looks like the premium HTC Butterfly. In terms of the design, this is very much similar to that device. Again, this device is fairly good in terms of the overall build quality as well, if you are thinking about it, and it gives you a very good performance on the gaming front and the other criteria like connectivity and usage, the daily usage. The screen has got a high definition resolution, quite good, and wide viewing angles. So this device is fairly worth at the price at which it is coming. Do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.